What's up, everybody? I appreciate y'all taking the time to watch my videos. And if you find the content useful, like, share, and subscribe to my YouTube channel. But what I'm going to do today is I'm going to start adding my jumpers for my terminal blocks. And I'm going to start on my grounds first. And I'm going to add my jumper, and I'm going to add my wire markers. I got these little wire markers right here. And if you look down here, you notice that I added some cable identifiers or something like cable tags down here. But if you look close, you notice they all going in the same direction. That's a real important thing right there. When it comes to quality, you want to make sure everything is uniform as possible. But yeah, we back in this thing again today. We about to do some stuff, you know what I'm saying? About to start on the hookup process. I know y'all probably looking forward to it. But anyway, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna start taking my cables and making jumpers just for my ground. I'm gonna start my ground first, and I'm gonna go from one to the next one, from one slide on the terminal block to the next one, from here to here to here to here to here. But it's pretty easy, and I got these Klein strippers right here, cable strippers. I like to use these Klein snips right here too. They really come in handy when you cutting your wire markers, cutting down the sides. I'm gonna try to show you how to make it uniform, look real nice and neat. First thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna clip my ground cable. Probably should have straightened it out a little bit first. And I'm using these, they call them spade terminals or fork terminal lugs. These little guys right here. You're gonna slide them in on the terminal board. Unscrew it and slide them in. But I'm gonna try to straighten out my wire as much as possible. You can use a screwdriver to do that. But be careful on your white conductor, on your white cable. Because if you use a screwdriver on there, you slide it across, sometimes it'll kind of stain the outside of the cable conductor. Straighten it out a little bit. Cut down. Take and go to 14 on my wire strippers. Push, slide up. See if they're smooth. I might have cut a little bit too much off, but you can still trim it down. When you put it in there, you want to make sure it go flush up to the cable connector, the tip of the cable connector. But you want to make sure your conductor go all the way in. Try not to twist it a lot of times, but sometimes you might have to. Get in there. Get in there. I cut a little bit too much off. If I cut a little bit too much, I'm gonna just trim it down a little bit, take my cable cutters, trim it down a little bit. I knew I had a little too much, but it's all good. We just take it, slide it in there. Try to get it where it go flush in there. Go flush to the top of the cable connector. You don't want too much excess cable, bare conductor sticking out. A lot of time I got these doggone. These ain't the best brand, but they get the job done. This is my first time using them, actually. So I'm gonna see how they work. A lot of times it's better to put the cable connector in your crapper first and then go ahead and try to see how I gotta kind of flush. Hold it. You don't want too much excess conductor just sticking out of the ends of the cable connector. Oh shoot, look at that. That didn't work right. Probably these cheap crimpers I got. I'm trying on the red one, see what it do. I got some manual crimpers too. So if all that fails, this is my first time trying these. Not that expensive. Get in there. Hold on, I'm get it together eventually. Yeah, get in now. Yeah, I don't like these crimps. I might do the manual crimps. Let's see here. I'm gonna go to the first one. That'll be 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11 gonna be the one I'm gonna start put my grounds on. I probably should have put my, it's good to put the wire marker on first, but we couldn't jumpers anyway, so it really don't matter. There we go. Take it out. Unscrew it just enough to put my cable lug in there. And I'm just trying to make sure I got enough for my jumper. I don't want to get a whole lot of excess. I'm going from one to the next one. I want to make it look neat. Cut it. Cut it right down. Take my rod on. Take my strippers. Try not to strip a little too much. And now I'm gonna go ahead and put my wire markers on. Let's see, let's go in this direction. Let's see. Let's see here. Let's see how this looks. Yeah. One going that way. Other one going the opposite. Probably ought to stick with my manual crimpers for these ones. I know about these. Seem pretty secure though. Let's see. Yeah. You want to tug on it a little bit, make sure it ain't gonna come off. Make sure it's on there good and snug. I always try to make sure my wire marker is going in the same direction. So if you look at it, see you got the ground. Try to make sure they go in the same direction. Probably use a little bit more cable than I intended to, but it's all good. We're gonna be able to groom that in. Notice how nice and neat this is. Trying to make it at least neat as possible. There's just one. And I'm gonna go from here all the way down to the bottom of this one. That's just gonna be my jumpers for my ground. Notice how I keep the cable, the wire markers in the same direction. Try to keep them all going in the same directions, keep it neat. I'm gonna make my jumpers going all the way down to the bottom. But that's pretty much it. I'm gonna go ahead and add the jumpers for the next couple of them. Probably should have left that one open. That way I could add the next one, jumper from here to here to here to here. But I just want to show you how it look once you add one jumper or whatever. And I appreciate you for watching. Staying tuned in. Stay tuned in. Check me out. If you like it and you like my content, and you find it useful. If you know somebody who interested in learning more, hit me up. Like, share, and subscribe. And I appreciate your time.